قال الله wadla Yahweh Hashem Yashai Bashem Kakudash Understand to the apostles and elders of great milestone that rule and teach well, peace and salutation to the brothers and the four corners of the said. I'm pushing the truth and truth and in sincerity. I'm Madam Manatazaki out another short video. I'm gonna keep this one, try to keep this one, about 10 minutes or less because, it is a response to our video Elder Manatazak did, and I'm currently on the page here just to play the clip, and more or less add my 2 cents to it, right? But yeah, the elder said everything there is to be said, So I just gone hard. Well, that would mean that he didn't say everything, but he it was a beautiful lesson nevertheless. Scriptures was on point. But yeah, as I said before, let's start adding my little 2 cents. So we'll listen to the beginning of the video here.
See, some people might consider me Christian. Some might consider me a Hebrew Israelite. Some might consider me Jewish. The correct term is Judaic. Judaic. And you see that? That's the Judaic flag right there. And you see that right there? That's the American flag. And guess what? As a black man in America, born in America, I respect the American flag. I respect America. This is the best country that we have on the whole entire earth. I'm not talking about what we don't have. I'm talking about what we do have. I'm talking about what we do have. If you got, let's take it back. You got 3 girls, a 1, a 0, and a 3. Which one is the best you got? Which one is the best option? You tell me. You gonna pick the 0, the 1, or the 3? This is the 3. Even I think it's really America is really about like low-key good. It's a 5. It's a solid 5. As far as term of, 5, 6. It could like adjustable 5 to 6. It got the potential to be. It could really be a 9 if we corrected the policies and the politics and the rhetoric and the demonic forces. This could really be. This is gonna be a 9 right here. This is gonna be a 9, at least minimum. But you know what I'm saying? That's a solid. That's a adjustable 5. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, about adjustable 5. Tell me what y'all think America is. All praise to Yahweh.
Yeah, and then the elder went in on his video. So you see, what seems to be, a man fit in the description of Israel or Judah. He fit in the description of a true Judite, right? More or less, because we know it don't go by skin color, it don't go by, it's go by spirit, right? But physically, he fit in the description of a Jake, and the son of Jacob, right here. That is a better way to put it. You know what I mean? But this, you see, he was born in America. We know what mainly the Judites were carried away to America. We know that, right? Through history and so on and so forth. The Caribbean, the majority of the Caribbean is Benjamites and so on and so forth. Cool. Right? I happen to be a Judite that was born in the Caribbean. Right? Nevertheless, we are going down that rabbit hole. It is what it is, right? Through prayer and fasting, if it is, whatever, it is through prayer and fasting, I find out that I was a Judite. Nevertheless, I digress. So we see he in complete support, right? Complete what's the word? I don't want to use the word all, but he's seeking after America. Right, he incomplete. In love, for lack of a better term. In love with America, right? He respects the American flag. A fucking piece of cloth. Lovely. That's amazing. So I'll start in Isaiah 31 and 1, right? It's a woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots because they are many and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. Now, you say he could be considered a Christian, Hebrew Israelite, you know? So that means he knows of us. So that means he does know. He knows better. You understand? But he is Judaic. Right? Whatever the fuck that is. Nevertheless, it says they will trust in Egypt. You understand? He said America is this and that and you know, could be a six and whatever, like the best on the earth right now. So, you know what I mean? We know they have an immense army and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? So they're trusting in the chariots and in the horsemen because they are very strong. Well, let me go on. It says, yet he also is wise and will bring evil and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. So, so the Most High will what? Rise against, you understand, the people who doing it and against the people who helping them do it. Like that Judaic guy there. I even want to say the Judaic brethren, I know my brethren. You understand? According to Yahushua, my mother and brother, them that do the will of the Father. That is not the Father will. Right? Verse 3 it says, now the Egyptians are men and not power. The Egyptians are men and not power, and their horses flesh and not spirit. When Yahweh shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is holpen shall fall down, and they shall all feel together. Yeah, son. It's a he that part of them shall fall. So like the guy in the beginning of the video, he love America, he will help them. He will support them on the MOTB and the digitalization. Right? He'll support that movement wherever America say he's supporting, he in full support of it. Right? We start talking about if they're going to change some of the politics and whatever. Nigga, please. You love this kingdom. That's what you start off the video saying. You understand? The best on earth and all kind of nigga, please. No way is the best on earth. The earth is the worst and the worst right now. It have worse and worse. And everything is just worse. Everything is defiled, everything is wrong, everything is F as I just say, that is F. F for field. Everything is F right now. Right? It had no choosing. You know, as they say, stick with the devil, you know. That is the most you could do right now. Yeah, you know, to farm, stick to farm, and no go in the city and try to think nothing. You know, stick with the devil, you know, as the saying goes. Right? But now you are the best on the planet, and you respect the flag, and you born in America, and this, that, and the other, and so on and so forth. Right? It says, he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is open shall fall down. Right? I'm going to go to the book of James. 4 and verse 4. It says, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of this world is enmity with power? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of power. You understand? So he's a friend of this world. He enjoyed himself, he having a time. They could see the pride, the proud look on his face. When you see he was born in America, he's a friend of this kingdom. Therefore, he's an enemy of power, which means he's our enemy of us, of the true servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Kakadash. Yeah? The man of the true prophets, he's an enemy of us. You know? Alright, let me go to my last precept. Now, guys, there's 3 precepts I jotted down that come to mind when I'm taking this video this evening on my way to the cotton field. Alright? Revelation 19 and verse 20. And boy, oh boy, do I love to bring this up. It says, I read from verse 19, Revelation 19 and 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and the armies, best, the best on earth, gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, which he had deceived them that had received the mark of the beast and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire. Alright, burning with brimstone. Yeah, cast alive into the lake of fire, burning with brimstone. By that is your judgment. And some scriptures talk about being judged for every idle word that proceed out of your mouth. You know what I mean? That is your thing. Here it is, we ushering into an age of war and digitalization. You know what I mean? Depopulation or depopularization, I believe, if that is the word. Right? And you come on here to talk about, nigga, you come on here to stand with America. That's great, that's lovely. I just hope you know that you just you didn't choose life. Don't play like that. I just hope you know you didn't choose life everlasting. Right? And that's just my 2 cents on the video. So hope it was insightful. Once again, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Kakadash. Shalom.